Bonjour. Hello. I hope you all are doing fine. In our today's lesson, we are going to learn about what are the different salutations and what are the different greetings which are needed in order for your day-to-day communication in French. Of course, when you visit France, or even if you're having French colleagues, or you are just learning for the sake of learning, you need to know how to communicate with people at some point or the other. So it's important that we know how to communicate and how to start. Remember, culturally, French people place a lot of importance on your hellos and goodbyes, which is called as formule de politesse. Okay, which is also they believe in a lot of adding of please and thank you in each of their sentences. So let's dive deep. Let's dive deep into how does it work and with the correct pronunciations. Okay, so stay tuned. Also, with every time that we are learning some new words, try to make your own notes with the correct pronunciation. The pronunciations will be given. I will show it to you in my notes. And also make your own notes, own handwritten notes, because it is very important to sort of understand the way you are learning it and the way you are pursuing a certain language course. Okay. So please make your own notes. And on y va. Let's go. So today we are going to learn about salutations and two things, salutations and conversations, formal and informal. Salutations in French is called as les, this is les salutations. Please repeat after me whenever you are saying certain words. Les salutations. Remember, U is U, right? And then informal and formal conversations will be les conversations. Now here, important thing is this is SA, which is za. So conversation formelle et, remember ET is A, and formelle. Remember IN is am. So les conversations formelles et informelles. Remember that we saw TION. Any word which is ending with TION is sion. Sion. Les salutations, les conversations. Okay. So do not forget your phonetics. Your phonetics are going to be used in everywhere actually that you read. So in case that you are facing any difficulties, please go back to the phonetics session and revise that and then come back to this lesson. It will be useful. So let's move ahead. Also remember that there will be certain words which will look very similar as in English and in French. Also the spellings will be same, but pronunciations will always be different. Okay, so let's move ahead. The first thing that we're going to be learning is how to greet somebody. Comment se saluer. Okay, how to greet somebody. Now, these are some basic salutations which we need to know. Some of them are, if I want to say a formal hello or a good morning, it will be, repeat after me, bonjour, bonjour. Okay, bonjour. ON is on, OU is ou, and R is r. Bonjour. Remember the one in the middle that I have given is nothing but your pronunciation. The spelling is this one, the first one. Okay. Ensuite, next one. If I want to say an informal hello, this one, it is going to be salut. Salut. Salut, in which T is going to be silent. So it is going to be salut, the pronunciation. Remember, salut is going to be used for your hi, and it's going to be used for your bye as well. Okay, so when we are greeting our friends and family, we can use salut. However, when we are at work or we are in school, we can say bonjour, right? Let's move ahead. If I want to say somebody I've met for the first time, and I want to say pleased to meet you, enchanté. Please repeat after me. Enchanté. Okay. Enchanté simply means pleased to meet you. You might have also heard it in some series or some movies. It's a very common word which is also used in English. Enchanté. If I want to say a good evening, okay, how will I say a good evening? Repeat after me. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Okay, bonsoir. Now, Remember this being the pronunciation and this being the meaning. So, bon, on, soir, bonsoir. Then comes the afternoon. When I want to say afternoon, remember bon is good and soir is evening. Similarly, bon is good. Après, after, and midi is noon. Okay, so how will I say this? Bon après-midi. Repeat after me, please. Bon après-midi. Okay, here there is a liaison, if you see, and S here is not going to be pronounced. So bon après-midi, which means good afternoon. Then, if I want to ask somebody, formally or informally, this question can be used. Hi, I will ask, comment? Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Okay, which means how are you, which is both used formally and informally. Okay, where the T is going to be silent. And then the last one, when I want to say like somebody, welcome to my house. Okay, so how can I say that? It'll be bienvenue. Please repeat after me. Bienvenue, which means welcome. Not your welcome, but the welcome to my house. That phrase, that welcome. Okay? So again, on va reviser la prononciation. First is bonjour, bonjour, salut, salut, enchanté, enchanté, bonsoir, bonsoir, bon après-midi, bon après-midi. Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Bienvenue, bienvenue. I hope this one is clear. If you ever feel that this is not clear, please go back to the video, just scroll a little back and then you'll be able to understand the pronunciation. We're going to move ahead. Okay, I'm going to put all of these into italics so that you all are able to distinguish between what would be the actual spelling and the pronunciation. Remember, the pronunciation is going to be in the middle. Okay, and bienvenue. The actual spelling is the first word. Are we clear? Let's move ahead. The second part of greeting is when I want to say goodbye to someone. Now we learned how to say hi or hello. Now how do we say bye while taking a leave? Okay, so I'm going to be putting all the pronunciations in italics. Un moment, s'il vous plaît. Just a minute. Now, by the time, it's important that we learn the correct pronunciations, right? So now let's move to the correct pronunciations in how to say goodbye. First one is a little tricky. Why? Because it starts with R and it ends with R. Okay, so we're going to break down this word. AU is O, O. RE is R, remember, R. Okay, VOI is voir, voir, R. Au revoir. Now, for the R pronunciation, it is very, very important that you stick your tongue to the back of your teeth, like this. And your noise or the R sound needs to come from your throat. R, R. Okay, so it becomes au revoir. Okay. However, whenever you listen to some podcasts or some actual native French speakers talking, they will say it in a much more faster way and it becomes au revoir, au revoir. The first R is being eaten up. Okay. You will see this a lot when you hear podcasts, which means goodbye. This can be used in both formal and informal situations. Now, when I'm taking a leave for with somebody during the day, I'll greet them, bonne journée, bonne journée. Please remember, here there is double N and E, which is why I'm saying proper bonne and not bon. Okay, so bonne journée, which means have a nice day. However, if the same thing is an evening, okay, and I want to say when I'm meeting my couple of friends and I'm taking a leave from them in the evening, I will tell them bonne soirée, bonne soirée. Remember one thing, we will never say Now, there is also one more, salutation which is called as good night. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Please repeat after me. Bonne nuit. Okay. Now, whenever you are sort of meeting your friends and you take a leave, that does not mean that you are going to be telling them bonne nuit. Bonne nuit, you only tell to people when you're actually going to bed. Okay. When you're leaving your friends, I mean, you're taking a leave from them, you will, even if it's nighttime, you're going to be saying bonne soirée, bonne soirée. Then, if I'm going to be seeing somebody soon, it's going to be à bientôt, à bientôt. Okay. Now, T is going to be silent. À bientôt. Pronunciation. If you're going to see them soon, like maybe you met them in the morning and you're going to again see them in some time, it will be, we'll break it down. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. Then, if you're going to see them tomorrow, it's going to be à demain. À demain. Remember, this is not demain. Please learn the correct pronunciation. À demain. If I'm going to see somebody much later during the day, it's going to be à plus tard. À plus tard. Remember, S and D being silent. Okay. So I'm going to repeat all the pronunciations one more time. You can repeat after me. Au revoir. Bonne journée. Bonne soirée. À bientôt. À tout à l'heure. À demain. À plus tard. Bonne nuit. Let me know if you have any doubts and we will move ahead now. Now, we of course learned how to say hello. We learned how to say goodbye. Now we're going to be learning how to say, how to basically respond when somebody asking you, how are you? Okay. So let's see that.